There ain't no segue from that.
Nah,
yo.
I know nothing. I'm listening to what Chop's about to talk about.
We gonna get into chop it up.
Right into chop it up.
Yeah,
So,
right into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo,
You
So,
made it hard
just
for
trying
him.
to make the show better, bro. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's go.
You made it hard, yo.
So today's segment, I wanted to talk about, being comfortable in your own skin and and owning who you are as a person. At the end of the day, I've been like I've worn many hats in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a father. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a husband. I used to be a hustler, jail nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But and I've been judged. I've been judged and viewed on whatever hat I was wearing at that certain time.
That's your question?
Yeah.
Why is there a negative connotation on the word hustling? You said it used to be, but I see you as a hustler now, like business and everything else.
Because so the term hustler.
Comes from a legal standpoint.
No, the term hustler has been commercialized. Right. So the term hustler, where I come from, has always been selling drugs.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
From a legal
saying?
standpoint, that's what I'm
But
saying.
now, like since like the 2000s kind of kicked off, it's like, like I can be a hustler too. And in the definition of the word, that's exactly like there's all types of different hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Like a hustler is somebody that goes and gets their bread. But I've always used the term hustler as somebody that sells drugs.
I was a drug trafficker. Just say it. But we know what you mean, though.
Nah, I know what you
So
And it's nothing, and for the record, bro, you saying it properly, in my opinion, because it's nothing to be proud of, dog.
Listen, I did what I felt I had to do when I had to do it, and that's it.
Right, that's
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
That's
Like
it.
I own that shit. You know what I mean?
That's it.
But
I have a certain set of skills. No, go ahead.
so at the end of the day, like I've worn multiple hats, but my core foundation of who I am as a person has never changed. No matter what setting I'm in, I've always been a man of integrity. I've always been a person that's been respectful. I've always been the type of person that hold doors for old women and ladies in general. Like if I see somebody that needs help with their groceries, like look, I can have $30,000 in my pocket in a pack and my chains on, and I'd be like, listen, man, you need some help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, etiquette.
Yeah, because that's who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of whatever hat I'm wearing that day, my foundation, my core as a person has always been intact. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm able to sit in different rooms and deal with all different types of people. Because at the end of the day, I'm a decent person. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever you might read about me or whatever your view is, you look at me, you might say, oh, he's a thug. He's a big black guy with a beard. I'm intimidated or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I see a teddy bear, but go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I'm glad you see that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'd like to be
I
a
see a
teddy
good
bear.
guy. Like I said, I just met you. I see you a good guy to me.
Yeah.
I judge everybody off their actions anyways, because a man will tell you everything. A person will say anything to make themselves look good, but their actions could speak something completely
that's
contrary to
well.
what they're saying. So I pay attention to people's actions. So based on your actions will lead me to believe certain things about you, bro. I could hear something about you, and if I know you and I know your actions, I'll be like, yo, that just don't sound like something that he or she may do based on what I know about him and their actions. Fuck their words.
Yeah.
Their actions, you know. So I don't care what hat they had on at the moment. I watched Chops might have hustled, but I watched him help old ladies bring groceries in the house. I watched him, mentor the youth or things of that nature. So like his actions, are what I paid attention to, not his words. So it's like, that's,
but that's what I want to get at. So my whole thing is like my actions are who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So it's for the people that don't wait for the actions, the people that prejudge, that might see this or think whatever they think about somebody like me or the others like me in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be cautious of a person because of their past.
Right.
But don't judge them for their past. Judge them by their actions, who you see every day, who they are as a person. Because me personally, I've been somebody that's just judged my entire life. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, it's fine. Like, I really don't care. At the end of the day, I own who I am as a person. But get to know those people that you judge. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about somebody like me, when I say I own that shit, I own that shit. Like, clear. Like, I really don't give a shit what anybody thinks. You know what I'm saying? But those people that be judging, be the ones that be having bones in their closet that they scared might come out. Because everybody got some shit in their past.
Bobby Womack say? When them skeletons jump out your closet and chase you all around the room.
I'm telling you, everybody got some shit in their closet. Everybody does. There's not one person out here that don't.
Bobby Womack had big skeletons in his closet.
Oh God!
But there's only a few people own their shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just say I'm saying that just to say, like, you know, just be careful how you treat people in life and who you judge. You know what I'm saying? Because you might miss a blessing. You know what I mean? You never know who you're gonna come in contact with, and when you just ostracize somebody off the rip, you know, you might miss out on a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was kind of thinking about the post. You know what I'm saying? And that shit had me thinking about a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And just my past and like the little hurdles, and it's like I was telling that story earlier about like me sitting down at the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole shit was for everybody to read me. You know what I'm saying? For him to read me and figure out who I am and all this shit. And it's just like,
that was a test. You held your composure, though.
Yeah, nah. I mean, because that's who I am as a person. You know,
the problem is like you said, man. You got to base people off their actions, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it boils down to, bro. You can't. You know, you gotta. You know, you like I said, people say anything about themselves to make themselves look good, bro. But if you pay attention to their words and not their actions, then you'll be easily deceived. So the safest way to do it is pay attention to somebody's actions, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll have a better idea of who the person really is. And if something you know, oh, I heard this or that, is like, well, if I'm paying attention to their actions, you'll know, well, that don't really sound like the person I know and I see every single day. You know what I'm saying? But if you're only paying attention to their words and not their actions, then you may easily be deceived, though. You know what I'm saying? So
for you people in the Bible, judge me by my works.
Nah, Chops, I could tell a story about that based on what you said, right?
I really like what you said.
He's stuck on
we had a crew, right? We had a crew, you know what I'm saying? One of the guys I rap with, we had a crew. We had one of my friends, Carlton, he's a white boy. His grandfather one day, he didn't live in Brockton or whatever. He pulled up and he seen his white grandson chilling with a bunch of black dudes. He's an older gentleman. He was probably at the time maybe in his 60s. So he's a racist guy.
I was about to say.
So he made a statement when he first pulled up. He was like, "What the fuck is this, Harlem?"
Say a word. He said Harlem?
Harlem, right? Now, mind you, I'm like, I had to be like 15, 16.
I would have laughed. I ain't gonna hold you.
I had like 15, 16 at the time. But he made the statement, so I didn't really think nothing. I'm just whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he seen how we interacted with his grandson, me and my boy Mike. He seen how we interacted with his grandson.
Genuine friends with him.
So we telling him, yo, because his grandson was a knucklehead, so we schooling him. Yo, son, don't do this, don't do that. Like, we wild. And by the end, I guess he came to visit, so he stayed for like 2 days. And by the end of like the second day, he came to me and my man, and he came and was like, yo, listen, I'm gonna keep it real. He was like, I'm an older gentleman, I'm stuck in my ways, I judged y'all. just by seeing y'all.
Right.
But by seeing how y'all interacted with my grandson, I can tell y'all are stand-up gentlemen. You guys are boom. He's like, now some of my ways ain't gonna change because I'm 60 plus.
Right, he's stuck in his
He's
ways.
like, but for y'all,
too far embedded in him.
he's too. He was like, but for y'all, I see y'all are different. And he shook our hand. I was like, oh yeah, no doubt.
That's tough, though.
I shook his hand.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
Even for that quick 15 minutes to make him change his thought is dope.
He was just like, you know what I'm saying? We shook his hand, we built with him, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, it was like when he pulled up, he was like, Grandpa, what's up? You know what I mean? And it was just what it was, you feel me? But it's just like you say, you can't judge people by what you see, man, because at the end of the day, judge people by their works, man.
No doubt,
by the
man.
content.
Spend a little time with people, man. That's really what'll change shit. Like, let me tell you something. Like, a lot of the, like, you know, not to get too deep into the conversation of like racism, but like a lot of white people like me, bro, that like you're not racist because, bro, we spend time around people that don't look like us.
Excuse me, buddy.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you trying to tell me that you're not racist?
God damn it, Chopper! I fucking knew it. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
Nah, but for
Chopper
real,
with
like,
the ER.
but for real, like sometimes you gotta really spend time around certain people. And what you said was like he kind of just being around you for a quick moment. He was like, "Oh shit, I had them wrong." You know, it's like a lot of y'all are wrong because you don't know somebody.
That's fine.
You don't know how they act. You don't know their real story. You don't know shit. And I speak from experience. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know my story fucked up. We don't gotta get into it right now. There'll be a time we get into that. But like, motherfucker, you don't know everybody's story. You don't know them. You know what I'm saying? So unless you know everything about somebody, then speak on them. If you don't, then shut the fuck up.
Forever.
Get to know them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't get to know them and you don't know nothing about them, like Chop said, shut the fuck up.
Forever.
Forever.
In a day.
You know what I'm saying?
4 dudes from the dirt with our eyes on the goal. Took coal, applied pressure, and made it a diamond throw.